6:40. Present. And prayer by Nancy.
Oh, sure. Dear Lord, we thank you for allowing us to gather this evening, and we thank you for all the members who were able to make it, and for those who are not here, we ask for their health and their safety, wherever they may be. And Lord, we ask you to help us to make wise decisions, help us to think about the people in this community, and help our brains to bring forth those things that will help the seniors in our community. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Nancy. Secretary's report?
Yes. So this is from our meeting on March 22nd, which started at 6:48 p.m. Present were Director Claudia Provenzel via phone, Vice Chairperson Nancy Afonso, Secretary Mel Shaughnessy, Treasurer Ken Horvath, Board members Bonnie Cunningham, Sue Brady, and Pat Lamoureux. Not present, Chairperson Flo Purvier and Board member Bill Lipka. Prayer was given by Nancy. Secretary's report was presented by Mel Shaughnessy for the meeting February 15th, 2023. Motion to accept Sue, second Ken, motion passed unanimously. Treasurer's report was presented by Ken Horvath. Supply account balance $30.67, service account balance $135, gift account balance $36,067.97. Formula grant account balance $14,481.08. GFA grant account balance $343.50. COA senior building account balance $25,000. Motion to accept Mel, second Sue, motion passed unanimously. Business, Ken addressed the issue of running a food bank. Ken indicated he has spoken with Teresa Thompson, who works in the field. Ken stated in order to run a food bank, reliable transportation of the food and storage, including refrigeration, are key. Further discussion led the board to the conclusion this would be a difficult service to provide in addition to the many other services we offer to our senior population. Outreach. Mel reported she is in the process of updating our senior citizen outreach emergency contact list. Meanwhile, Mel, Bonnie, and Pat have been calling the seniors on our current list. Programs. Estate planning program will be on hold until Claudia hears back from T.A. Boudreau. Other programs for spring and summer to be discussed at next meeting, including family services of Central Mass Serenity House Hospice and Worcester County DA. Purchases. Mel requested authorization to purchase a new can opener, bread knife, and toaster if we do not already have a toaster. The request was approved. Plant sale, no further discussion. Motion to adjourn Sue, second Pat, meeting adjourned 7:46 p.m. Next meeting scheduled for 4/19/23 at 6:30 p.m. Respectfully submitted.
Any questions on that? Motion to accept?
I make a motion to accept.
Treasurer's report? Treasurer's report?
Oh, we're ready? I missed it, got it getting accepted. Oh, we have a treasurer's report. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're
unanimous.
all set? Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay, this report is as of today. I was here this morning, turning on the monitor.
Thank you.
Private joke.
He's a computer guy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Had trouble today?
Oh, yeah.
The supplies account has $30.67. The services account has $135. The gift account has $36,067.97. The formula grant account has $14,026.99. The GFA grant account has $343.50. And our senior building account has $25,000.
Any questions on the report?
I accept it.
No?
I do
Motion
have
to
a
accept?
question, but I don't know if it's the right time or not. On the grant that's used for the newsletters, right?
Yeah.
So is that, $343 go until, when does this grant run out?
It
Till
does not.
July?
Until the
No,
money.
it does not. It's because it's from GFA.
Yeah. It's not a
Doesn't run
yearly
out.
grant or anything?
No,
It doesn't.
but my understanding is we only have to, only can use it for items related to the newsletter. Since we no longer pay Bondi Tech for the newsletter.
Yeah.
What you see now is when Claudia buys stamps to do the mailings for the newsletter, we
Oh.
can charge the stamps
Okay.
against this
Okay,
account.
Yeah,
But it has to be for
yeah.
the newsletter.
the newsletter,
So-
something related to the
So we're all
newsletter.
good there for a long time?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about
Okay.
paper and ink for the
Yeah, when
insert?
when you get the additional bill for the ink, money should be taken out of that.
Yeah, well, somebody
pay
has
for
to
the-
tell me that that's what it's for, yep,
Yeah.
so.
Is this grant renewable, like,
I don't know even know
You have
where
to
it came from.
reapply.
you just reapply?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's been good for us the last couple of
It
years.
has, that's why I
Yes,
was wondering.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they've been doing it for the last 2 years,
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll continue.
This is the GFA
It's
that we're
good.
talking
Yeah.
about?
One
They
year
gave
for
us
that.
$1,500.
If you get it in early enough,
I don't think there's a date.
there isn't. a
There's
date.
no date, it's kind of a thing that you apply for it, they have a meeting, it's presented, and they decide what it is they're gonna do. We asked for it only once, so far.
Only once.
Yeah.
Cause I know when
And
we-
at the time, if you remember, we were paying for the newsletter to be
Yeah,
printed.
remember.
Yeah.
The company that was printing it before was bought out by another company, and so they started printing it in color, free. So we just,
Right,
I mean, why would you,
we didn't use Money Tech.
Right,
we
No.
didn't
We
use
didn't have
money
to.
to,
and how long are they gonna do that? Do we know?
it's still, we're not fighting it.
We're not
No.
questioning.
We're not, we
Okay.
don't question that.
Okay.
We don't question that. And as a matter of fact, if you look at the advertisements, it appears that we have some new ones. Just take a look.
Maybe
So-
they put it in themselves, and maybe that's good.
Yeah, and
That's
you know,
maybe-
like I have fed them information that maybe you should reach out to this company or that company, you know, Country Trails, Giacomo's, there's a new soap place, you know, and we told them that we'd be happy to
Nice.
travel around with them if she would like. But they have a problem getting salespeople,
Yeah,
you know.
I know when we put in for an amount, like when we have our dinners and stuff, there's a lot of places that we have to apply way ahead of time if
Yeah.
we want a big amount of money.
Yeah.
But usually if I go in at the last minute, I can get $25 from different
Yeah.
stores.
Yeah.
But I know that you have to apply like 6 months ahead of time
Yeah.
in a lot of places, if we wanted something big,
Right.
you know?
Well, it's costing them quite a bit to do this. I mean, is this just, do you
Well,
think?
we're a little one. They do cities like Revere and all of that, so I'm sure when it comes to advertising, where are you gonna put your efforts,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know?
that's good.
Good. And do we send a thank you note? Anyone sent a thank you note, anything to them?
I thank them all the time.
But I mean, an official,
Official thank you.
card or something, like maybe Mel would write them a card, we think.
Would you want me
Do
to
think
do
it's-
that?
I would ask Claude about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would
Because
ask
they've been
Claude.
doing it for
wanna-
about a year now.
We don't-
Draw attention to
We
something
don't-
that's
we
going
just
so
wanna-
smoothly.
okay.
Just-
Don't fix
just-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those
Not
Not that I'm not willing to do that, but
Yeah.
I
Don't,
just.
don't let them realize they're doing
rocking
this for
the
free.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't realize it's for
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, it's free.
Okay.
Remember that, it's free.
Okay,
Yeah,
well done.
yeah, good.
All right, motion to accept,
I will, no?
Yeah.
Second?
second,
Bonnie.
Bonnie, all in
Bonnie,
favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I remembered that. Any old business that we have to cover? I know it's hard without Claudia here, but,
Well, I
Do
can
we
tell
have
you
any
the
old-
estate planning is gonna be May 10th. I don't know if you noticed the sign up.
May
I
10th?
did, is that what, May 10th at what
Yeah,
time?
May 10th, May 10th at 11, and it's gonna be a really, really wonderful program, because they're gonna be talking about estate planning, the reports of wills, you know, the healthcare proxies, your, what do they call it? When you can sign for somebody else,
Power of attorney.
power of attorney,
Power.
and
medical,
things.
there's a
Yeah,
medical
there's a
proxy,
nursing
it's
home.
proxy, legal
Yeah.
proxy
Yeah.
and
Of
medical
course, it's gonna be in the
Yeah.
daytime, right?
Yeah.
I
It's in the
know, and I'm
daytime,
in
yeah.
Exeter on those days, I'd love to go to
And
it.
in June, I don't remember the date, but it is in the newsletter. The Worcester County DA is gonna come in and talk to us about scams, how to protect yourself and your
Oh, yeah.
money. So that's another important one
Don't
that's
answer
gonna
your
come.
phone.
Honestly, you know what's happening at our place? They look like they're Hubbardston people, cause it's a
Yeah.
978 number
Yeah.
and there's even a name on it.
Yep.
Like one came in today and it said Burke, CJ or something like that. It was.
You know,
for the
when I see that, you know what I
electric
do?
company.
Say if it says Brock, so I go, Brock, how you doing? Long time I haven't seen, talking to you.
Mhm.
Long pause.
And then the machine kicks on. So that's-
Yeah, yeah, no, we don't even answer it.
I don't either.
Well,
I got three tonight all.
our phone had a call come in from my husband. Our phone is in his name, and so they were using his name to call, but they've used other people in
Oh,
town's
yes.
name too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So question on,
May
are
10th.
you having, cause that's a really important thing, are you getting it on the big electronic sign?
We should, yeah.
So who gave, our singer guy, Kelly, the,
I did.
paperwork? Oh, so you got the
Okay.
paperwork?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. Cause we did go in, I introduced him to, Nate,
Yeah.
and Nate had gotten it, and Tony had sent it over to Kate, so that's how it goes, it's a whole
Yeah.
procedure. It goes to
Okay.
him, he has to approve it, and then Tony sends it over
Yeah.
to Kate, who, then gets it on the board.
Yeah.
So,
We
you
should
know.
put it up because.
Yeah, that
but
should
the
be
2
on there.
weeks, they give you 2 weeks, you can put it up 2 weeks beforehand.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So if anyone else has anything that's going on big, we see Sue for the, where's the paperwork? Is it in Claudia's?
It's in a file that says electronic sign
But is it up on
application.
top where her file
Yeah.
things are?
Yeah.
Okay. Electronic, something?
Electronic sign application.
Okay.
Other than that, I think we're running pretty smooth, we're getting our stuff done.
Yeah.
And what we're supposed to do without Claudia, you know, having meetings and things. Any other older business stuff?
Well, I mean, I was just saying, I think that like having the estate planning
Yeah.
and having the scam things, I mean, that's May,
Yeah.
it's June,
Yeah,
you know. Maybe August you have nothing, cause it's, but I think we're doing a very good job
yeah,
keeping things going. We had the soup in the winter, you know, we're doing things that every month or so, there's something going on here, besides the normal things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think we as a board and the town our seniors shouldn't be asking for much more than that. You know, plus we do fuel assistance in the winter, I mean, we have ongoing things we do.
Yeah,
And
Oh,
Every year.
who's taking that over right
Yeah.
now?
nobody.
late winter.
what,
Nobody?
fuel system?
I thought Pat was gonna talk to somebody, maybe Claudia's dealing with it. So Pat's out for right now, and she was doing
I-
fuel assistance.
Done a
I do
leave
have
of
a
absence.
relief on her, she sent me a letter, left it for us.
Oh,
That, please accept my resignation from the Council on Aging due to family responsibilities. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity to have worked with the most caring and
Passionate.
compassionate, yeah, I couldn't read that one, people, Patty. So,
so that was,
that's all she said, she didn't
Recently?
say she'd be back, she didn't say,
oh, okay.
yeah, that's all she told us.
Cause I thought I talked her into a leave of absence rather than resigning. Guess not.
Tried.
Well, you know, maybe she'll come back, it depends on what she's got in
Yeah.
her her own life right now, so
Mm, yeah.
we have to accept her resignation whether we want to or not.
Yeah.
She might be had something going on that we don't know about.
Oh, it's a family, yeah.
Yeah,
But she is still
She's taking care
singing.
of her grandkids, isn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah.
does she take care of her grandson?
She is now.
More recently.
For a while,
Oh, so maybe that's
yeah.
the responsibility. So I just held that, I'll give it to you because you're the
Okay,
secretary, and then you'll know where it is.
thank you.
Uh,
I'm sad.
I have an outreach update, is that on?
Outreach, you got one?
I
Okay.
have
We
a-
need to
I have
vote
an
on
update.
that?
Definitely,
Make a
go.
motion that we accept,
Oh,
or did
we
we?
accept
Yeah,
her
we
resignation.
accept it, yeah, her resignation, yeah.
How can you say,
Oh.
we don't accept, okay, we don't accept her resignation.
Call her up
We
and
call
tell
her and tell her to get down
We're not gonna
here.
accept this.
Get the heck out of here.
We're gonna put a date on it. You have to be back by.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad she's,
Yeah.
knowing that she has to step down for a bit and other responsibilities.
And she is still singing with us, so that's keeping.
Oh,
That's
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Keep her in the loop.
Okay.
So did we do a motion?
Motion to accept, any news that we didn't cover on the old?
Oh, I'm
Did we-
sorry, I thought you were
Old
doing a
news?
motion to accept a
Accept a resignation.
resignation.
Oh,
I think
we
we're
kinda
supposed to,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
We are?
Who's
Okay.
making,
Motion to accept the resignation?
yeah, you are,
Yep.
okay. So we need a second.
Aye, anybody?
Second,
Ronnie seconding me.
Bonnie.
Oh, my
Bonnie's second
Just put Bonnie
tonight.
down for me.
We'll just put her down
Bonnie's our
second on all
second.
of
And,
them.
and can we say we don't accept?
No, you can't just.
You can vote no.
We can
Pass.
vote no.
Motion passed.
Reluctantly.
Reluctant, we
There you
reluctant,
go.
I like that, we
We like Patty.
reluctantly
We reluctantly
accepted
accept.
her resignation.
Okay, the outreach program.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
outreach, I had an opportunity to, visit with someone, at, I believe, his daughter's, well, there was a situation and, a family member became involved and, anyway, I went to see him and while I was there, his home health person came, who was very nice, and this is her, her company that she has.
Oh,
And in this particular case, she goes every day from like 1 to 4. And the gentleman lives by himself. He does have family in neighboring towns, and so they check on him and on the weekends and stuff, but,
But
And
they see him every
the-
day, cause they have a thing that they
Have a
can,
contract?
no, they can
they
watch him
have a
in his own house.
camera in the
Yeah.
house and outside, and, yeah, and actually, his daughter, followed up with me,
Good.
and called
Oh,
and
did she?
spoke with
Good.
me and was very pleased that I had gone down and, 'cause there was a little situation there for a minute, and it seems to be taken care of, but, I don't know, it might be worth having her come in and talk to the board or do a little program on it or something. I did not get any kind of, information from her about how that service is paid for, so I could follow up with that.
This looks like the same one I had.
Is it?
Yes,
Did you-
I thought so, but.
Does your insurance pay for that?
Yeah, my insurance paid for it, and then the hospital did it all for me, I didn't do anything.
Oh, well,
But
maybe.
I
I
Thought
thought
the
that
cameras are
you
here.
found help through the guide that's in the other room, and all these companies were within that guide, like Worcester Elder Services is in there, Massachusetts Elder Services.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
there was
there was
agencies.
Mostly if you're in the hospital, like, most of the time, they set you up with
Yeah.
someone that's
Yeah.
closest to you.
Mhm.
Other than that, sometimes, like, he's an older person, his parents or his family might have to pay for it. To service
Yeah.
one
It
before.
depends on how
it's
much you get, you
Exactly,
know.
how much
Yeah.
service you get.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he's
So-
got cameras and everything, so I'm
Yeah,
sure his is.
yeah.
Well, I don't know that this agency did the cameras.
His daughter.
Oh.
The
Okay.
family did the cameras.
So this is the one that sends in the nurses and everything?
Yes.
No, this is non-medical,
There's
it says.
Another lady, did
Yeah,
they?
this
This is
Mhm.
non-medical
I
help.
didn't tell you about this, I think so.
So this is probably meals.
We're a
and
local
housekeeping,
non-medical home care and health care staffing agency.
Oh, okay. Oh,
He just needs to make sure that he'll.
Somebody's there.
Yeah,
is
a
up.
presence.
There's food
Yeah.
and there's
He's
food
clean.
involved.
Food and
And we
companionship.
checked with him to make
This
sure
would
that
be
he
nice
got
maybe to
food
have
and
a-
we.
Yeah, well, yeah,
it's
it's,
hard though, do we have
He
to?
didn't need the help, basically.
You know,
found out.
it's, and
But
that's
he's
the thing,
very-
you don't know
he
about
loves
this until
people.
you
He
know.
would love to have you stop by
I
anytime.
So Phil, here's a question, if we had a program, you know, if you're looking for help for your loved senior, right? Come to this program, it'll be the local health agencies. You can't just have like one,
No,
Right.
we'd have
Right.
to have more than one.
right?
Right,
Yeah.
We'd have to.
you'd almost have to have like an open
Research.
house
Type of thing.
and,
Which we
and
could.
say,
Families would wanna know that information,
bunch of
not
them
the
here.
elderly,
Yeah.
you know?
That might be a nice thing to have, huh?
Yeah.
Sure, competing healthcare areas.
Yeah.
Competing
think
home
And not
health
even
care.
healthcare, whatever we
It could
call
be a
this,
nightmare.
what do you call this?
Home healthcare.
Home healthcare.
Home
Yeah.
healthcare, but we could include the medical too, but that would be
Open
really
to the public,
confusing.
basically,
Yeah.
because.
You know, but
but
it is
isn't
interesting,
that,
you know.
isn't that the booklet that's over there?
Yeah, it is basically
Yeah.
the same.
You know,
Might
but
be.
that it's non-medical is, I think,
This is.
in a way,
not-
it's important, because obviously the cost should be obviously different
Yeah.
than nursing home healthcare, which
Right.
has gotta be more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, well, I
And
know
if you
that
don't need the nursing
Montechusett,
so much as you
it's
need
based on what your
the
income
food,
is.
the house
Yes.
cleaned a little bit,
Not
you
how
know,
much you have in the
whatever.
bank.
Yeah.
And there's
What your
more and more
income
people
is.
trying to stay home
Right.
nowadays.
Yeah.
And
So
right, and they don't
need
need the
this.
medical, they
Well,
just.
or they might, but
they
they could
might.
have both,
Right, yeah.
right? The medical, like you said, if you've
Yeah.
been in the hospital, somebody gets, you get it through your medical.
Yeah,
But this, you don't get.
Maybe just
And this
become-
is longer term. Is the,
Term
is your
health, yeah.
health insurance, is that gonna pay for 5 years of people
yeah,
coming
no.
in and all that? No.
Well, now
So
wait,
this is
wait,
longer
wait,
term.
wait.
Maybe.
My mother-in-law lived with us and we did it through Montechusett. And it was her rate, it's kinda like the mock meals. You know, people who get mock meals, they get a bill. It's based on your income and you get a monthly bill. And this is what it is.
So it wasn't
So,
based
and
on
she
your
lived
income.
with us, no.
was hers,
It's
right?
her income.
Mhm.
And she was on, she lived with us for 15 years. The last 3, she had services.
yeah.
And it was very reasonable.
We'd have to
I
definitely
think
have
we've
them.
worked
Someone
with
from them.
Montechusett Home Health
Yeah.
Care in the past.
So we might wanna
Yeah,
make a
yeah.
list of, things from that booklet, call them up and Claudia, when she gets back,
Yeah,
she's
we'll
coming
go
back.
over that,
But I
table
think
it
we
till
should
Claudia
tell her,
gets back.
but tell her
Okay.
that's a
Yeah.
kind, that, I think
She's
that would
supposed to-
be,
she said
I
she
think
would
that's a
do
good
it for
idea,
us,
I
which
think
is
it's a good idea
fine.
also.
Oh, this one?
I know people right on my street, I could think of 2 people right now who could use this, and one of them's on the list to get into a home, but, you know, those lists are, to get into housing.
Yeah,
And, she's gonna be left alone at one point, her son's living there, but when he leaves, she'll be alone, and she could use something like this.
we have one up on Mile Road that I've gotta check in on. She's an elderly lady. Tina cleans her driveways out so she can get out. I believe she's in her late 80s. She lost her husband a few years ago, but she's very, very shy. And, I've gotta get up there and check on her to see if there's any needs that she needs. Haven't
That's a
done that.
real, Mile Road is way far out.
It is
Where
very
is that? Is
far.
that off of Gilbert? I'm trying to
Yes, it
remember.
is, actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep, it's way up
And
there.
it turns from, if it's tar to gravel
Yeah,
to
it is
gravel
Yeah.
to mud.
to
You need all-wheel drive to go
Yeah.
there.
Oh my goodness.
So I, that's one thing I'm going to check on, let you know about that.
You'll let me know about it,
Yeah,
okay.
cause
Yeah.
Tina said, you gotta check on it, cause Tina does all, once in a while, she'll stop in and see how she's doing, make sure she's cleaned out and stuff, but other than that.
How does she get her food? Does she have family or?
I'm not sure if she goes to the store, that's what I'm saying.
She
I-
might be able to drive once
Yeah,
in a while.
she does drive,
Okay.
she
that's
does
good.
drive, but not long, you know, doesn't go very far.
It sounds if
and
she's
it seems like she
shy,
does
she
have
needs a little
food.
more people contact,
Yeah, she's very, very shy,
really.
and, so I will have to go with Tina, so she knows who I
Who
am.
you are,
That's
yeah.
how
Make your
shy she is,
connection.
yeah.
Tell her to stop by on High Street to June Linston's house, because June will bring
Linston's?
anybody out.
Really?
June
it.
just loves to talk.
Okay, I'll
She's a
check on that one too.
She is, she is.
I'll check on that one. But those are the 2 that I approached you with,
Yeah.
other than that, outreach, we try to keep up with everybody that's sick or, make sure they're getting their food,
Mhm.
make sure they're getting everything they need.
Yeah, we visited Tom's had visits
Yeah,
from
good.
us. We stopped on Easter Sunday, cause we were driving by.
Nice.
Where he is, so that was really nice and he was happy and.
So he's getting ready for an operation, is what I
Yeah, I
heard?
think it was yesterday.
Oh,
Is it?
I
Okay.
think it was yesterday.
You're
Okay,
talking.
It was either
Post
yesterday or
that.
maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow.
yeah,
Yeah, but, and then he's going right back to where he is now in Worcester.
yeah, for rehab or
Yeah,
whatever.
the rehab there. And, which is a very nice place.
Is that the
I must
Fair
say.
Lawn?
The Jewish.
No,
No?
it's the
Community.
Jewish,
Community
Jewish
center.
commu-
Jewish
Oh, nice. That
Community
is
Health
nice, yeah.
Center, really nice.
Yeah.
Nice people, I had a plant, I wasn't sure if I could bring things in like that, no problem. They let his granddaughter bring her new baby in.
Nice.
Just for a few minutes to see him, which, not most places you can't,
No.
children can't come at all.
Yeah.
So, they made an exception for that.
Very
So,
nice.
yeah, nice people. So the other thing I wanted to say about outreach is,
Okay.
it's just not gonna work out with me trying to go through that whole computer list with everybody 60 and up in town and opening each one individually and trying to see if they live with other. So I'm going to ask people that come into the center if they know of someone who may or may not have family in the area or family's still working or whatever, and try to go that way.
Okay.
Does that sound all right?
So you're gonna start and
Yeah.
computerize your own list?
Well,
You
yeah,
already
and
have.
computerize my own.
Oh, okay.
I'll
and
do
you're
it in
starting
here
a
and
li-
then
you're starting a
maybe
list
put
and
it
then.
somewhere.
Just so she knows which
Well, I
ones
have a
don't need
list.
help.
We still have the list that I developed
Yeah.
a
Right,
couple of years ago.
right.
There are some that don't need help at all. They have family, they have.
Yeah, if they
need-
live
Or they
with
have
Now that we
somebody,
with
know
their
he
kids
don't
and-
need our help because he has plenty.
not as much, but he
Yeah,
likes, he's
he likes the
social
company.
though, so, yeah.
But,
But there are people probably sitting in their apartment who maybe nobody goes to
Need
see
help,
a
yeah.
few weeks at a time or something, so those kind of people to
Yeah.
try.
I wonder about the Hub House. I know, one of the women who comes in here for quite regularly, and, we could ask her, I suppose, but do we have a good grasp of the people who live in the Hub House? And if, I mean, just because you live in the Hub House, and I know this from doing the Meals on Wheels some, that it doesn't mean that you are necessarily getting to visit with all the people around you, that you aren't sitting there lonely.
Mm.
Cause I know there've been people we've delivered meals to that don't come out of their place.
Yeah, I
Or
remember
might
I
come up to grab
delivered
the
meals
plate,
for
you know,
them.
and I mean, so is there anyone down there, maybe we could ask people who live down there too, especially
Judy
if there's
Fort,
anyone.
Fort does, coffee on Tuesdays and Thursdays
She-
down there.
Right,
So
but
she
see, the
might have
people
a good
come to that,
grasp.
but she probably knows of other people who don't come out for the
Yeah, she might
coffee
be a
and
good,
don't,
good one to talk
you
to.
know,
No,
she
I
might be
delivered
good.
one time and there was an elderly
And she comes in
gentleman who was on
Yeah, I talked to
oxygen
her.
and he
Yeah.
only
She's here
went as far as
early in the
his
morning.
oxygen tube would let him out down the hall, you know?
Mhm.
And so he was really isolated.
yeah.
and how did he get stuff? Did he have family?
I don't know. That, I just delivered it once, I did filled in for somebody one time, long time
So
ago.
wouldn't mind, it'd be good to call someone like that and just see if they need
Yeah.
anything or.
We can check with the boss down there too. I don't
Yeah,
know her name,
Lisa.
but. Lisa, is that her name?
Liz,
Oh, Liz.
isn't it Liz?
Well,
Liz, yeah, you're
Liz.
right.
yeah, it's Liz
Yeah.
now.
I know. She's
The way
supposed
I
to be
look at
keeping track of that,
I
not-
think their basic needs, food, shelter, and clothing are met. Like they're not in harm's way, they're not cold, they're that kind of thing. But
Physical
as you
needs,
say,
right. Emotional needs.
emotionally, they may be very lonely.
Going to visit people, I don't know whether, have we ever had a list of the people from here who are willing to go visit people
No.
who need, COVID kind of put a to all of that,
Yeah.
but,
What if we did
I
an
mean, I
event
did
down
that.
there every, like, a gathering down there every month or once a month or something like that, where we could go down and they could come downstairs and have like little sandwiches or whatever. Try to get them to move out of their apartments to come down. They got a nice area you could do that with.
they do, I think we
Yeah.
should try that again. We've
Yeah.
sung there before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
For events that they have, we've taken our singers there, and now I'm talking, maybe 7, 8 years ago, we got a pretty good crowd of people who came down,
Mm.
you were there, but then it got to be really small, if
Yeah.
they did anything and then COVID hit.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I've dealt with Liz a few times on it, and it's not always easy to get
no,
stuff together down there, but I think it's worth it.
I mean, we try again.
Well, it would be something new, it would, especially if you did it, you know, if you had maybe the singers do it.
I
If you
don't know if
wanted,
we
they
would
wanted
fill up the room, but maybe
yeah.
half of us.
Yeah,
It's a small.
Or,
it's a-
like
Yeah,
you said,
it's not huge.
maybe
Their
if you-
community room is fairly small, but
Small.
Claudia is down there doing hair and
Not
stuff.
anymore.
no,
No.
Oh, when
She
did
cleaned
that
out before,
stop?
or
Oh,
beginning of
really?
COVID, oh yeah.
Oh,
I helped her
didn't
clean out the
know
office
that.
place, yeah.
Oh, was not aware that that
See,
had
I don't even know, I mean, to me, they don't do a lot of programs down there.
No.
No.
They don't do a bingo program for the ladies, they don't do.
What's that, this hub house?
Yeah, they don't do a lot of activities.
could you
For
do
them.
something with Judy, like, when she, because she has coffee on
I'm trying to
Tuesdays and
have to do
Thursdays.
that.
That just started again, right? That just
Yeah.
started up not too long ago.
What?
See, I've been out of it for 3
Yeah.
months, sorry, but.
No, she had been talking about it, cause one day she says, yeah, I don't come up here because I'm doing it down there.
All she does is
Yeah.
coffee, I don't think she does any bingo down there.
So
Or
you don't
did you
think
say-
if you did coffee and you brought, coffee and,
My sister-in-law's brother
Right,
is in Hub House,
yes.
and she gets paid. She now works for a service,
Who's she?
Paid for what?
the witch. She gets paid to sit with him and watch television.
Who gets paid to sit with him and watch TV?
okay, guys.
Oh, but
remember
we're
being
we're a
recorded.
public thing, but you're not talking about someone who works there.
No,
You're talking about.
Diane.
Oh, okay,
his sister.
okay. So
But
she
I'm-
works for an agency.
She works for an
sometime.
agency.
Okay.
But I mean, my point is, if they were providing enough services,
Who's they?
Hub House, we're talking about Hub House.
Right, but
we're
she
saying they
doesn't
don't
work
really
for-
provide things,
Right, she doesn't work for them, she works
No,
for someone.
no, she works for a private agency, but I'm saying,
Right.
they
Maybe
allow
something
that
like
type
this.
of person in there
Yeah,
to, if people need their own private services.
instead of providing things for
Right.
the, yeah, well, they're probably
But
limited.
is
to
that their mission statement?
I have no idea.
What is their mission
don't
statement? To
know.
provide
Oh, Hub House?
housing and
I don't know.
that kind of
Yeah.
thing? Or is it to provide the whole?
Well, it's not a
gamut?
nursing home.
It's not a
No.
nursing home,
No.
it's
It's
not a
it's
nursing home.
live-in, you
No.
know, but
And-
usually they would have a bingo or something.
Or somebody in charge of,
Something.
Well,
social services,
Would you,
if you
would
will.
Yeah.
you, would
Type
you
of
be
deal.
talking to maybe the Templeton people and say,
What
they
do
have a
they do?
beautiful place
They have a new
over there.
place.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice. What kind of services do they provide?
Well, I could do that,
Yeah,
I could do
you
that.
know, and
I know some
maybe
people
you'll
in
find
the
that Hub
Templeton
House is doing a great job.
Yeah, and I just you know, worry
You don't
about
know.
people that sit in their room.
You
Yeah.
know, what
Basically,
about,
if we
is there
could get them
anybody
out.
who's got a really nice, friendly dog where you could go and take a puppy to see somebody
So
or
jump all
anything
Oh
over
my
like that?
God,
Huh?
this guy came in today and he was asking if we had this, that kind of a program. And I just wrote down his last name because he's got a dog that would
Oh,
love to do
like a
something.
service
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's certified, they have to be certified.
I don't know if it's certified.
Our dog is certified.
Your dog is?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, we'd have, she'd probably have to take him for a refresher, but he's certified as as a, I don't know,
Companion?
what,
Companion
huh?
dog?
No,
No.
not a
Service dog?
Therapy?
But,
Therapy
huh?
dog?
No, it's.
But he like, Susan would take him to nursing homes,
Oh, okay.
and he would visit,
Yeah,
with
that's
the
what
people.
I'm thinking of.
and he would just sit there.
Yeah,
Let the
that's all
people
they do.
pet him,
Yeah, and people's blood
and he
pressure
wouldn't
goes
jump on him or
down
anything.
and-
He'd have to be retrained, because he did that when he was 2, and now he's 6, and he's a wild animal.
Well, they
We
get a
love
lot
him
of
to death,
things.
Yeah.
but right, but he has, Susan had him, like serviced and courses and licensed and
Wow.
the whole
Really?
thing,
We had
yeah.
that
I
at
guess
the funeral.
I don't think it's not a service dog, is it, what the name is?
Yeah,
Service dogs are the ones you like take into supermarkets and stores
Yeah.
and stuff.
yeah.
This is a
Therapy.
Comfort?
therapy, kind of like a,
Therapy. Well,
Comfort.
that's where
A therapy
Allison,
dog, yeah.
whoever on our High Street used to bring the llama down and you know,
The
alpaca,
donkey.
whatever, the donkey
The
or whatever, yes,
donkey.
she does therapy, animals, she's
Susan brought him to Mount Wachusett Community College one night. They arranged it during exam week.
Yeah.
Oh,
For the kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, to
And they
calm them
would-
down?
Yeah, to calm the kids down, and brought him there one night for like an hour.
So he doesn't
Okay.
jump all over everybody or anything?
Not then, no.
Not then, okay, so you're talking back then.
Yeah, I said he would have to be,
Okay.
she'd probably have to retrain.
My
him.
dog would, I thought to jump all over them and lick them. But, yeah, see Allison, they just moved.
We had one
Did they move?
at
Yeah.
the,
Oh,
Paul's
I didn't
nephew's
know.
funeral
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. The prison sent the girl in with the dog. That's what he
Really?
did.
So that's what I'm wondering, so my niece works with them.
Yeah,
My niece lost her dog, and she's on her own in Air, and she her dog died finally at 15 or something, and she was just beside herself. It's called NEEDS program,
yes,
and they're in Princeton, and
Right,
they
yeah.
keep the prisoners work with the dogs all week,
yeah.
and they're only for they're
Deaf,
training them for
hard
the
of
deaf.
hearing.
Yeah, we have a lady at church with one.
Mhm.
And the dog she's using, because I've met this dog a couple times, called Doc, and he's this beautiful black lab, and he's so gentle.
Yeah, they don't do
Oh my
the,
gosh.
they just stand there and let you pat them or hug them or do
Yeah.
anything you want with them.
So if we called, so this girl was from the prison who brought him?
Yeah, she was from the prison. He's
So
used at the prison.
That's an idea.
But I mean, at least you could ask, either put notes around there or something, would you like a visit from a friendly dog?
Yeah, so that's, that was one that we had looked at,
Or to get
Well,
people
these
out,
nice-
couldn't you bring them to the room, the
Yeah,
room they have, or in
yeah.
the summer, bring them there outside or something and have people come outside and visit.
But that would be with their trainer.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, we can
I
talk,
mean, it's so, it, like Mel said, it's almost like you need to be asking people who are coming.
right.
If they're coming to the senior center, chances are they're okay.
Right.
We're wondering about other people in the community that
That you're
really
talking
They
about-
shy,
might know,
not coming out,
Don't get much
don't have
company.
much interaction with those people so that
Mhm.
you would bring these animals.
That's what, I
For a
think that's
visit.
the tact I'm gonna
Yeah.
take, cause
Yeah.
going through the computer is just,
Yeah.
Oh, it's
especially
bad.
with the new census, they send everybody over and,
We have a small enough community that I think doing it the way you're doing it,
Is
yeah,
better.
just
word of
ask
mouth
everybody.
kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Is better, cause some people don't want you to know what's going on in your life, so.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
people are really
Some
private.
people don't, yeah.
But
they-
retrain your dog,
Huh?
retrain your dog.
Not me.
That's the outreach.
Talk to my
program.
wife.
Okay, so that's outreach,
She's
thank
the
you
one who
everybody.
took, Sue's the one who
Yeah.
took him.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have something about
What kind of a
singing.
dog is he?
He was a cockapoo.
Oh, so he's a little.
He was 25 pounds, yeah.
Yeah, that's very expensive.
Yeah.
So we have a couple singing engagements coming up. One is mainly just for, it's a tea, and
Some
I
of the
we can't really invite everyone to it because it's a limited amount of tickets and stuff, and it's over in
Yeah.
Barry. But the one on May 7th, which is gonna be on the electronic board, a couple of weeks beforehand, so May 7th, it seems like it's far away, but it's not really.
It's right around the corner.
It is
Yeah.
right around the corner, so you'll probably see it up soon,
That's
but
a Sunday.
May 7th
is.
is a Sunday, an afternoon at 2 in the school gym. And
Ah.
it's gonna be a program, so talk it up if you know people, it's, there's not gonna be an entrance fee, they're talking about putting out a thing for
Is
people
there a
to
name for
donate
this thing?
money. Oh, I don't know.
The Jim and
Yeah,
Gary,
it's,
or?
It's the young and
No, right
old,
over here.
Over
No.
here,
Yeah.
Jim over
Youth
here.
And it's the
meets
young
seniors
kids.
in harmony.
youth meet
What is
seniors
it
in
called?
harmony.
Yeah,
Youth
they sing, we
meet
sing some
seniors in
songs with
harmony.
them.
Oh, so it's
And
over in
then,
in
yeah.
hours, so we really could
Yes.
Yeah.
advertise a little bit
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
a couple posters here and there or something.
It's in the newsletter.
It's in the newsletter, oh, you had the correct name in there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sorry, with my eyes, I just don't read,
That's okay.
I only read
That's
what I
Now we
have
put
to
posters in
read.
the library, the post office.
Well, they're supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, so
The
they're gonna
youth-
do
the
that for
youth
you.
are.
Alright, so
Okay.
I'm gonna make that part of when we
New
were talking
business.
about estate planning and the DAs.
Yeah.
Sure.
Function.
I just
Yeah.
figured I'd bring it up,
Somehow.
so you
Okay.
guys or your
Yeah.
families or whatever, if you
It
have
should be
anyone,
fun.
yeah?
You can see seniors singing Taylor Swift. Shake it up, baby. Shake it off.
Yeah, we're doing
Shake it
a
off.
couple of real,
We are.
That's cool.
The
Wild
youth,
ones.
the youth chose some, we chose And, yeah,
It's
They're
gonna be
gonna have
fun.
a company with a keyboard,
So we
a
might be able to do
guitar,
something down the
drums.
elderly center later on, even if we don't bring everybody, you know, just a few
Actually, you
singers.
should probably
Doesn't
invite
have to
them.
be a whole group,
they should put a poster down there.
yeah,
They should.
and we could,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, no, I can ask Kelly
could
too,
give it
she
to
would put it
Judy.
down there.
Yep,
Judy
Well,
will
we
take
can
care
make
of
one
up.
posting
Yeah.
it.
You
I
wanna
can make,
make one up on the computer?
If you
Ah,
make
that's what
one,
I'm
I'll give
thinking.
it to her.
I'm gonna make up
Yeah.
I'll make something up,
Cause
print
I don't
up
know
a
if
bunch
Kelly
of
will
them
think
and-
of it. So he's got a music school
Post
for you
office.
guys to know, in case you have family members, whatever, cause I'm thinking of sending my grandson
Yeah.
there. I've looked online, it's called Kelly's Music and More, so if you look on YouTube, and you could just put Kelly's Music, Kelly is spelled just like the regular Kellys, Kelly's Music and More, you're gonna find a bunch of clips. And it just takes, 15 seconds to look at each of these clips, one's got a piano player, saxophone player, a girl singing, whatever. His lessons, and he has, in Littleton, he has a school, and, they actually have like a Friday night open, I'm gonna call it open mic night, whatever.
Mhm.
And, they charge $20 to get in, it's all on the internet, I found it. But, so he has different people in their 20s, I think, teach. I don't know how old, I know his son's 21, one of his sons, and he has a younger son. He lives in that yellow house on my street, on High Street.
Oh,
It used to be the Thorpe's house, it's got the circular drive.
yeah.
Oh, I love that.
There's a barn, and he's transferred that into a music studio. So he's got all the technology there, the kids
Wow.
love.
Wow.
So the lessons are called modern music lessons. And yet he tailors them to each kid. This is what I read about him. You know, he tailors it to each kid. And I found things interesting, like as I was watching one of the clips, there was one of the guys, I think it might have been his son, playing piano, and there was somebody else singing, I guess, and he was accompanying them. And I could hear, probably Kelly, just telling the guy the chords as he went, and the guy was playing them on the piano, just A chord, you know, he was just telling him, and he was just making it up on the piano.
What is
with
that,
knowing the
Kelly's
chord.
Music and More?
Kelly's Music and More, yeah. So anyway, that's my pitch about him, and to try to get people to come to that concert, 'cause should be good, we hope.
Are we gonna have a bake sale or anything with that?
Heck no,
So it's just
Heck
pure
no.
entertainment,
yeah.
no refreshments?
I don't think the custodians would like us to eat that food anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't eat in the cafeteria anymore, I mean, the
The
auditorium.
gym, yeah.
No, I was saying, you know, have a bake sale.
Oh, sell things that are already done? Oh, if it's already in containers.
Yeah. Just a thought,
Well,
but you
I-
might say no.
I know that they're gonna have a thing out, this is what
Donations.
Janine said, donations for the deck, for the senior center.
Oh, yeah, that would be.
Because people aren't paying to go to the concert, so they were just gonna put a thing out for donations. But where it's Kelly's Music too, I'm kinda surprised, but I wasn't
Yeah.
part of that, so I'm like, okay, whatever.
Nice,
He's hoping to pull in people for his school, because I think he has quite a few in Littleton, where he used to live. He moved here in 2020, and he started this, and I believe she said there were 8, he has 8 students now. So I think he's hoping to get a lot more students from this exposure.
Is he talking to the school?
Janine has been the one talking
Okay,
to the principal,
okay.
lining it up.
okay, so we've covered, estate planning, I think that any other programs that we wanna have, we'll wait till Claudia gets back and see what she's got in mind for the summer
Yeah,
area.
maybe she, now that
She might
she's in
have
Florida,
something
she
on
might
her
have
head.
some, her mind has been clear and she's been able to percolate,
Yeah, you know,
bring
so
some
we
Well-
things back.
Just so that you know, Claude has coordinated some of this stuff from Florida,
yeah,
you know,
so we can find out
Yeah.
more of what she knows,
yeah.
what she's working on.
Well, we have new, we can tell them that we've got people who are gonna be taking over the
Taking over
Meals on
what?
Wheels.
Meals on,
Oh, Meals
yeah.
on Wheels?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's coordinated that from there,
Yeah.
you know, with other people helping, and Cindy
Yeah.
was a big help for that, I
Yeah,
agree
'cause
with
somebody
Cindy.
is leaving,
With,
And
how's
Yeah.
he
Ed
feeling?
Garson.
Is he?
Ed had-
He looks
he
great.
had another seizure,
Oh, did
and he
he?
drove to, so he had the seizure, I called here, what's today, so Monday night he had a seizure, and then Tuesday morning he came and drove, and,
Oh,
he
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
even
You're not
think
supposed
he
to
drive.
should be driving.
When you have a seizure, you're
Paul
off for
lost his
6
for
months.
2 years, we couldn't get it back in 2 years after
Yeah.
he had a major seizure.
Yeah.
So the others were here.
dangerous.
And I know Nancy went with him, Nancy Rogan is one of
Yeah.
the people going. And,
Tom Collier's sister-in-law.
Yep,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta be careful with that.
so, and then they have, Steve,
yep,
who comes
book club.
to the book club, and, Joyce Green.
Oh, okay.
So those
Okay.
three are gonna be helping out with the Meals on Wheels, and Ed's last day
Oh, let me
is the end of this month, I guess. I thought it was sooner, I thought
I
Claudia
thought
told
it
me
was the
sooner.
end of March.
No.
He
They
he
wanna
can't
be
drive
extended.
anymore. No, no,
He
no.
should not be
I
driving.
know, I know.
Can,
But this
can
just
you tell me
happened.
again who's working on the meals? So Nancy, I knew Nancy.
Nancy Rogan,
Okay, I knew her.
Joyce Green,
I did not know that.
and Steve.
Joyce has a new grandson. I
Yeah.
saw him the other day.
Oh, did you see?
Yeah.
Gus,
Oh.
little Gus.
Yeah, it's so cute.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Gus, his name,
His name is Gus.
His name is Gus, just plain Gus.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, cute.
So who was
Joyce Green, and who was
Joyce
the
Green.
third person?
Oh, her grandson.
Yeah.
Who was the third person?
Steve. Couldn't
Steve
tell
what?
you his last name. He's a
No.
golfer. He's a great
Steve.
reader too.
He
Couldn't
lives
tell
out
you
by
what
the
his
pond,
last-
I heard.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know anything about
Yeah.
it. So.
Steve question. Okay.
Yeah.
Motion to
No.
no, okay.
Next meeting,
Next meeting.
Oh,
May
yeah.
17th,
He's
that's the
good with that.
third, it's the
March
third
what?
Wednesday,
I
May
always forget
May
17th.
17th.
It's the third,
May 17th.
yep,
6:30?
6:30.
I'll be just getting out of work.
Is that okay for you?
Yeah, I can make it for 6:30.
Excuse me.
I heard that we have a new clerk, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Again?
She starts at
Yeah, she's,
24.
her last day is tomorrow.
Who
What
is
is her name?
I think it's Mary.
Mary who?
She was the assistant town clerk in Rutland, the current town clerk told me.
Got we
Kristen,
got
she's
anybody
got
from our own
some
town, or I mean, we
municipal
got a guy
experience,
coming in
which
from
is
Gardner and
The
Rutland?
new one?
Yeah, the new ones from
Okay.
Rutland, or she worked, I'm not sure whether she lives in Rutland, but she was
Is
the
it okay to
assistant
put
town
these out
clerk.
on the camera?
What happened to the last one?
Oh, sorry.
She,
Are we gonna close the
Mind me to
meeting?
ask?
Are we gonna close the meeting?
Oh, yeah, we are, motion to close the meeting at,
Motion to close the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
Oh,
Second.
oh, you said-
at 7:20.
7:23?
Sorry about
No, 7:20.